Bam, zippity bop, boo. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Karandrin Role Playing. My name is Kevin Manus Pennings, also known as Cracked Palantir, and I will be your host and game master for this episode 181 with Brise and Mara. And as always, my good buddy Max is here to play the beautiful and talented paladin Brise. Max, why don't you say hello to the lovely people?
Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome back.
And as we announced last, I guess it was last couple of streams episodes, we have Obi-Wan Karen, my wife and loved one, playing Mara, a female adventurer.
What a twist!
And what a twist! I know, sleeping with the boss, never a good idea. And
wait, that he has a wife, or that I'm maybe both.
Maybe both. So playing Mara, and they have returned last. They have returned last session to the lake that has been enchanted to hold the sorceress Verilag.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew to expect that some paladins from local temples were there spying on the lake, knowing that it contained an evil being. And Brise's interaction with this lake released Verilag. After many months, Verilag was recaptured with Brise's help. And the temples have been watching ever since. Actually, long before. And in returning, hoping to speak to the spirits that the souls of the departed that stand watch over the lake, they encountered some of these paladins from local temples. And they're in discussions with two of them about, what to do next. And so the two paladins, a dwarven female named Kanal, she seems to be in charge. She has been fairly warm and welcoming to them, and slightly warmer presence of Brule, an elven paladin. And they have welcomed our two adventurers to their campsite, several hundred yards away from the clearing where the lake rests. There's several discussions going on. Max, why don't you talk about sort of the several avenues of plans and
we love planning here in Karandrin. We've got very, very touchy situation, because not only is the lake heavily guarded, there's 3 tents, probably 2 guards in each tent on each side of the lake, or on the 3 sides of the lake, meaning it's impossible to approach unseen. Also, when we get close to the lake, the ring of spirits will appear around the lake, thus casting, an ethereal glow and being very obvious, that someone is interacting with the spirits. We've been told also that the interacting with the spirits, we know that Verilag has been re-imprisoned in the lake. Talking with the spirits could cause her to, the prison to be compromised again. We don't know what that means, if that will free Verilag again, or free a part of her again, or, the world might just end as we know it. Who knows? So as a last kind of seeking guidance, Mara sought counsel with her goddess, Admia, to ask if anyone should, interact with the spirits in the lake. And Admia said, that is not, no one should attempt that. And it said we must seek wisdom elsewhere. So it might have answered one of our questions. We're not going to try to get more information from the spirits or interact with them in any way. Kind of just continue to keep watch until we have more information. And we do have a potential idea of also tailing the lord who had bought the land around this lake, Vanier, to see who is he reporting to and where, and what's the timeline for their plans. So I think that covers most of our discussion from last session.
Is there anything that you would add, Karen?
Should we mention that Vanier is not acting alone? Obviously, he has been instructed to do all this through someone that that Brise and I have met on separate occasions.
Mm-hmm.
But
you met separately.
Yes, separate. Yes.
And you can discuss. You can. Okay. Yeah, you can.
So
we're not hiding things from the audience. That would be.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the last episode to find out.
Right. We're not going to tell you because you have to go so we can get.
You have to pay to.
Right.
Let's have a subscription service where you can, without subscription, you can hear us talk except for the nouns, and then you pay the subscription and all the nouns are back now.
Right.
So you talk to beep and tell them beep.
We've redacted the guilty and left the innocent quite visible. So anyway, anyway, so Oshekra is who Vanier is serving. And Oshekra is an incredibly powerful wizard who at one time served on a council of wizards who basically are so powerful they meet together to police each other. And Oshekra was like, you know what? I don't want to be policed anymore. And he quit the council. And we met him, my former partner and I, my companion and I, met him through another friend of ours, and he tried to kill us. So I have a very bad experience with Oshekra, and I know that he is pure evil and quite dangerous to society and should be locked away, perhaps in this dungeon of spirits. And so if we were to be caught by Vanier, both of us would be recognized. Both Brise and I would be recognized.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a brief summary of Oshekra. And Kevin, I need to switch power sources real quick. So I may go out for a second. I may need you to.
No.
Okay.
So hold on.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. She's doing it.
I am, but it's actually not messing up, so I'm okay.
Spell Vanier for me. Max, you spell Vanier for me?
V-O-N.
Max, go ahead.
V-A-U-N-E-E-R is what I have.
I have V-O-N-N-E-A-R.
I think
radically different.
I think Max is correct.
Well, fine.
To be fair, I think we did mention Vanier before you joined.
Yeah, that was.
We were talking about him. Yeah, from session 178.
Well, you want a cookie? Okay.
believe.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So yeah, we're still talking with the paladins.
And what do we know about Veneer? Do we have race and all that? I forget.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, he is a short half elf that wears fine clothes.
Okay. All right. I thought I had him in the database and I didn't, so my apologies. So there was a discussion. We know there's a load of timber coming the next day or two. We know that the last one was escorted by Vanier, and the idea occurred to try to follow Vanier and just sort of get, see where he goes, who he reports to, that sort of thing. We also have the possibility of traveling up north of Alamar, which is the large managed city to the north. It's a day or so away, but perhaps a half day to a day further is the Fern Marsh, and there is a woman called the Mad Woman of the Islands, and it is suggested that she would have some advice on I forget the specifics. Was it on the spirits and their capabilities about whether the lake could hold? What was the
reading?
Say again.
What was the reading?
The reading.
What question did you ask Admia, I guess, specifically?
I said, is there someone?
Yeah.
What?
It was to see, your reading said to seek the wise, right?
Yes. We should not talk to the spirits, and I should seek the wise woman to the north.
Okay.
And I got a vague sense that she's in the wilds or the outside, probably the Fern Marsh.
I got you. So you have you have traits about her more so than you have traits about what sort of information she might provide.
Right.
So we can chase Vanier, follow him. We can go to the islands off the coast of the Great Fern Marsh. What is your thinking, you two? As you look at each other, you have to sort of communicate silently unless you want to make it an open discussion about what you want to do in front of Canal and Brule.
Right. I mean, Brise would trust them as, clerics or paladins of the temple, and we've been in discussion with them thus far. They seem to, have the best interests in mind for the temple itself. I mean, I would suggest who wasn't it one of them who suggested the Mad Woman in the Fern Marsh?
That's the only person that Canal could think of that would match that thing.
So I'll ask Canal. It makes
Does
sense.
anyone else hear voices like something playing in the background? Oh, it must be an echo on our part.
You're talking about, you're not in game, you're out of game.
All right, yeah, out of game. I keep hearing like there's a distant TV on or something, but it must be a tiny echo in the.
Well, there could be a TV on somewhere,
Yeah, but I can't hear I can't hear your folks watching TV. But anyway, so
right. So I say to Canal, if where this woman is, maybe one of us could go seek her out, and then one of us could go seek out to follow Bonnier.
I think last session she mentioned that she doesn't know, but certainly the villages around there would know, the little fishing villages, because they would use her as a healer and for advice and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
We'd
so
have to talk to the village people.
Yeah.
The cop specifically, I think.
So that could be Mara and I go and do that. And then if the temple had resources to spare to track Bonnier, that would be a good idea as well.
Is there someone? No. Brule suggests to Canal that he could follow Vanir and hopefully, certainly better than Canal can. Canal's not the most agile individual, but of the paladins who are here, even though it is sort of breaking orders, Brule, sort of turns to Canal and says, surely they would understand our motives, don't you think? And Canal nods. And so it seems that Brule will follow Vanir today or tomorrow,
Okay.
and report back, at least on a residence or location or their activities. He can't stay too long because he's got to get back to his duties here.
Right.
And Canal can only cover for him so long.
Okay.
Y'all's trip is probably going to be
Further, yeah.
some days, getting there, asking around, and so on.
Yeah, I guess I asked them, how far is it to the southern end of the Fern Marsh?
It's very near to the northern boundary of the farmlands. They drain those swamps to do more farmland for Alamar.
Yeah.
So the thing is that if you approach these villages, very isolated villages, you're going to need to go in with a very gentle touch. And otherwise you're going to be shunned and no one's going to talk to you. So you could see if you could hire a boat from the village that down the path coming from that farmhouse to the north we know there's an older couple of halflings there. We know that they do business with the guards. We have avoided doing business with them.
The only thing with the boat is we do have Mara's horse. So,
right. But that can be arranged for a larger boat and enough money. The only thing is that village will recognize you.
Right.
You may even
entrance to arrive on a boat with a horse.
Well, no, the village that you depart from, you will be a story.
Okay.
So you could leave, if you travel by land to Alamar, hire a boat, and travel up to the islands.
That seems to be the safer option. We've already dropped our name here, a few times.
And your pants. Mara, what do you say to what you're hearing?
We can take the horse with us.
Yeah. In either case, you can take the horse with you in all likelihood.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to Alamar, you're going to take the horse with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like, why would we want to go to Alamar again?
Because if we get a boat from the fishing village down the road, we'll be recognized. People will talk.
I see what you mean.
Or Vanir, we'll eventually know that two very pretty adventurers who are asking questions.
My apologies. I was thinking you were talking about the village in the wilds.
No,
of course they're not going to recognize us. but you're right. Okay.
But even there, of course, still be a
let's-
story. But
Right.
who do they
But-
tell it
Yeah.
to? They're not going to tell. Veneer doesn't go up
Right.
there, so yeah.
Right.
So and you're not going to be particularly a story in a city, a port as busy as Alamar.
Yeah.
So
So let's so let's go to Alinar. I think that's a good idea because we don't want to alert Oshekra
at all.
Yeah,
And
at
then,
all.
you know,
Yeah.
I guess I talk to Brol and say, when you have information, we can leave it at the Temple of Astalon, and we'll go and ask after.
Oh, that is true. What are you guys going to do once you? I guess you need to report back to the lake, right?
We need to report back to the lake,
right? Because if you get information about the spirits,
You're breaking
you would
up on me,
report back
baby.
to the lake. Unless you, as you're thinking to go to the Temple of Astalon,
go straight to the temple. That's where the hub. That's where the paladins are going to report to anyway.
And that's where they're the priests guiding this action or managing this
station. Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So so they tell you there's no point hitting the road now unless you're just really rip roaring to go.
No, I think there's no
Rule. Rule could guide you in the dark. Can guide you back to the Gold Coast Road. Fairly quietly, and it's about an hour. And you'd be on the road, and you could decide to press on, or you can just wait till morning.
I think I don't mind waiting here, and I look at Mara with our new guests, or we're the guests.
Your new friends.
I don't know how adamant is Mara, how in pressured does she feel to leave, because now that she has this sort of guidance from Admia, does she feel like that she needs to go right now, to get us there as quickly as possible?
Oh, it's interesting. Based on your character, what do you think?
She's impatient.
It mentions Aquin. There's a little bit of feedback, so I guess other people can hear it too. Maybe can you turn down our sensitivity, Kevin?
I can't turn down sensitivity, but I can turn down outgoing volume, which I'm not sure will help. Maybe I need to turn down my incoming volume, turn down my speakers so my mic is not picking up our speakers, although generally it helps do that. So maybe it's the feedback that I'm picking up. Quinn, let us know if that's any better. Oh, I can hear it even worse.
No, sorry, that was me playing around with options. Hopefully,
it's better.
Going away again. I don't think it's on my end. Take my mic a little further away.
Is it my mic? You're not hearing anything from me, are you?
I'm just wondering if one of our mics is picking up the broadcast and throwing it back.
Right.
Yeah, I think I hear myself just faintly, but it is better. No, thank you, Quinn, for keeping an eye on us, or an ear, as it were. Well, Mara, do you want to just say, surely, we can get going faster than this?
I mean, yeah, I feel, that perhaps we should not linger, and if we're trying to beat Oshekra, to the punch so that we can have this resolved before he can have a full, opportunities here at the lake with the spirits and whoever else, So I don't know. I feel more like a need to leave.
What Brise would say. I mean, Brise is impatient. Want to get going.
Well, now I can't hear Max.
Yeah, Max, you may have turned yourself down too far.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's my fault. Oh, interesting.
Nope. No, I think I'm. Oh, yeah, you're changing it. Okay. So I was adjusting the mic sensitivity on my end to see if it helped.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that you would see me move you.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you're still pretty low though.
Really? How about now? Test.
Yeah, it's pretty soft.
140%. How about now? Is that any
There you go. That's good.
All right, put it on auto.
God bless auto.
Hopefully
sometimes computers are better than you think.
That's right.
So yeah, Brise would be impatient, but also Brise doesn't want to be walking in the dark, even with an elven guide. So,
well, that brings up the question of teleport.
I can't teleport with your horse, Mara, but I could get us to the city instantly. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I just got the horse. I mean, I can see in the dark, and you could ride with me on the horse.
Oh, you can. That's good information to share.
Well, half elf, yes. I mean, half elf.
I'm an elf.
Oh, I forget she's.
I'm an elf. I'm an elf.
Then I will. Okay, let me redact my previous statement. Is that okay? We'll have two guides that can see in the dark. If you don't mind me bumbling around between you two, I suppose we can.
Well, and surely I have a lantern.
You don't want to use a lantern. Yeah, not if you're going to be sneaky.
I was thinking if I had a special lantern. Do I not have my special lantern anymore? That's what I'm trying to remember.
No, that was Andrew's special lantern.
Dang it.
He loved that thing. It was a great
lantern. It was a great lantern.
It's one of my better magic items, and it's so not powerful, but it's so incredibly useful. It's the lantern of discretion. And so you turn on the lantern and you choose who gets to see the light.
Oh, that's really cool.
And so, man, he used that thing all the time because he was mannish like you, and so he couldn't see in the dark, but he would turn that thing on and no problem. So it sounds like, I mean, you can have a guide all the way to the Old Coast Road.
Yeah.
And then you guys can travel till exhaustion on the Old Coast Road.
Okay.
Baby, are you frozen? Are you listening?
I'm not frozen.
That was funny. You seriously look frozen. That's hilarious.
Stoic.
No, she was frozen that time. That's really funny.
I'm just looking for I'm looking for my lantern. So I have one, but
you can't see anything without my lantern.
So
no magic.
You don't have a lantern at all?
No, I do. It is a magical lantern. But it doesn't say it's one of discretion. It just says that it burns with a magical fire that only is extinguished when I tell it to stop burning.
Nice.
So.
Okay. So yeah, well, if Brule's ready to go, I'll gear up and.
But the horse is actually back at the northern part of the meadow, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta go get the horse.
So he'll guide you safer routes up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's falling dark. You stop. He stops you guys, very quietly at the thin part of the meadow. Points to the far side of the meadow toward the coast. It's hard to make out, of course, for you, Max.
Mm-hmm.
But a figure emerges carrying a bow. Mara leans into you and says, someone's been hunting. It's a goblin, she says, using a short bow, which is not surprising. They really can't handle long bows. And you guys continue.
Mm-hmm.
Horse is fine. I should look at there. Where are they? Oh, I bet they're right here. Or not. No. Where are they? When's your next visit from the oh, here it is. I've got you.
From the Trinidas? I should probably tell Mara about the Trinidas.
Yeah, it'd be an unfortunate surprise for her.
I think you did.
It was on the 31st. So, or no, sorry. It's for 15th, 18th, 22nd, 29th, 6th. They visited on the 6th. So if we're going by every week, then it would have been this morning.
This morning or the coming morning?
This morning. Today's the 13th, and I last saw them on the 6th.
Okay. And they have missed a date. And that's sometimes it's at least interesting when they miss one, not necessarily bad.
Is Max frozen for you?
No.
Okay, I look good on YouTube.
You're like this.
So I do tell Mara about I am expecting a visit from my little Fae friends. They didn't come today. They might be coming tomorrow morning. Just don't be surprised.
Okay.
Describes them to you. Probably the most noticeable will be a green portal opening with this sort of warm, nurturing green light coming from it. And then sort of a creature made of vines, about 5 feet, 4.5 feet tall, so about the height of a dwarf, will emerge. And then you'll notice 1 or 2 tiny 1-inch high deer, winged deer, perched on this creature, and they have sort of formed this unlikely alliance with Brise, keeping an eye on a situation in an area of the southern Elven states that he'll fill you in on as it becomes relevant. But they are late, he mentions. They should have shown up this morning. Reach the horse. The horse has been unmolested, no signs of trouble. It's now fully dark. You know what? I wonder if We don't have a choice about light.
I do have a night vision spell, if it comes to that. If it's that.
Yeah, that would not generate light.
Right.
And you could cast it on yourself. So I would recommend that.
Okay. So I'll ask everyone to stop for a second, and I'll cast my night vision. Take some time to focus. This is level 7.
Okay.
So concentrating. And cast it with a 69.
Okay. And how long does it last?
10 minutes a level.
Nice.
So that'll be
150 minutes, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
All right. 7 exhaustion and 7 power. And you guys make good time.
I don't tell them I cast night vision, and this whole time I just see them making gestures at me and like.
Elves be cruel, yo. You guys come across the swath burned by the fire elemental. Brule stops. And sort of shakes his head and checks both ways. He's like, "Have you ever seen anything like this?" And Mara's like, "Yeah, I've heard tales at least." And sort of looks at you with new respect. He warns you that the hunters that are those of the lake guards who do hunt, they like to use this as a trail. And because of that, the paladins avoid it. They'll cross it quickly and keep going because they don't want to be caught,
Right.
You make it to the Old Coast Road. Not unexpectedly, it's quiet. He wishes you the best of luck. He tells you that the temple will certainly send word if you have important news, or they just may send you down here to get us the news.
Mm-hmm.
And so he shakes both your hands, and then he makes his way back into the woods.
Be safe, friend.
Mara trips him and
alerts all of the guards.
Steals his cloak and his money.
That would be more likely of Brise. She's so broke. So broke.
Not that right.
I thought you got some of your money back from the.
I did get my stipend. Yeah, I now I've got 5 mithril, which is still pretty broke by adventurer standards. But
you were not broke. Oh my gosh.
I can only afford 2 magic items. What am I doing?
That's right. He's made good. He's made good relationships,
5 mithril. My gosh.
So
I just went shopping, so I have no money. So
right. All right, let's roll up some fatigue here. How are we doing? Everybody roll.
Roll. 99.
Roll again and add it. 17.
Is it open-ended?
It is.
Plus 56.
Okay. Your guys are moving along. It is deep into night when you begin seeing what lights there are in Alamar. You're passing through farmland and so on. Um, um, are you guys gonna just look for an inn? When do you want to stop for the night? I guess I guess you guys ought to talk that over.
Right. We can't make it to Alamar tonight, right?
You already have. Oh, right. It's more than a day, right? You're in the farmlands of it now. So
yeah, I'm trying to remember. We left in the morning and we got to the lake in the afternoon. Is that right?
I have a tent on my horse. We could set up camp.
Oh no, yeah, we did set up camp. I'm sorry. On the southern pasture. Okay. Yeah, let's set up camp. I'm fine with the outdoors.
well, but I mean, Morrow, given your impatience, why not push on?
I thought I was tired.
You are. What does that have to do with anything if it's important enough?
Let's go a little bit further. Let's wait till your vision runs out.
Brise. Oh, my injury. Oh, ow. Oh, I need a rest. How does it feel? I mean, I guess I feel pretty good with that roll.
How much longer is his night vision? Her night vision?
No, there's no way to really tell. I mean, it's not like a counter that he looks up inside of his brain, but it's got to be close to running out.
But we're on the road.
You could light, and you could light a lantern.
Well, I was just going to say she could get on the horse and I could lead the horse, or we both could get on the horse and take the horse and get there faster, right? Because the horse can go faster.
Actually, it's a common myth, and it's one that's shared in by Rollmaster. You can tell in their base rates for animals and so on. A horse's walking gait is exactly the walking gait of man. You know why? They were bred by men. Now their galloping rate, they're tremendously faster runners, but in terms of just riding, it's not appreciably faster.
Even though my horse is, he's specially trained for certain things like battle and stuff like that. I mean, he's a war horse.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a big deal. So, but you just keep on the march, and I mean, you can march all the way till morning if you wanted. I mean, you could sleep on the boat. I mean, if this is a matter of importance, to you, Mara, you could sleep on the boat.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep going then.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that too, as long as we get some rest the next day.
Lantern might be helpful.
I'm going to light the lantern.
Okay. All right.
State of readiness. What do you want in your hands, if anything?
I'm going to have my spear in my hands, and spear and shield.
Okay.
And I'm going to have...
Oh, you've already got the lantern in your hands, and you've got to guide the horse, baby. Unless you want to tie the lantern to the horse.
Well, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Let me tie the lantern to the horse, but keep my left hand free. So I'm holding the horse with my right hand.
Okay.
And just for your visual, Max, the horse has crenets and what is it called, babe?
Barding?
He has a harness, a leather crennet.
So a horse's helm. He has a horse helm on.
Yeah.
Leather?
He's all dressed up.
Ready for
action. His harness has some sort of drawings on it that you can't really see very well yet, and some symbols and something. So
Some what?
symbols and
Is it-
drawings.
Is it like fine quality, like the material?
Yes, it is very, very nice. Mm-hmm.
I'll note that.
I'll steal that. I mean, note that.
I can see why you're poor, spending money on your.
Let me take a minute too to. Does he need? I guess he doesn't need to eat, the horse.
He's been grazing
Okay.
for several hours.
Do we need to eat, like erase a meal?
You will need to erase a meal in just a few minutes. You come, so you've been basically going now for 10 hours, 12 hours of travel, nonstop, moving fairly briskly. You stop and get water, like it creeks with bridges over them and so on. So yeah, erase a meal as the sun comes up.
All right.
Mara excuses herself to do chimes. Do you want a general reading, or do you want a specific question? What's our?
Mm-hmm. Let me do a specific question and see if there's any more guidance about the woman that we're seeking in the Fern Marsh. Make sure we're doing the right thing.
So,
yeah.
Just what phrase this for me?
Dear Admia.
That's a lightning bolt right there. That's a lightning bolt. Congratulations, Brise, on your new horse.
I just hear a jangle of chimes, then because that didn't work out.
Why am I holding the chimes up, Admia? That seems dangerous.
Somebody call of lightning.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Would you like me to make a suggestion, or do you want to? It's your goddess and your question. So
I don't think she would have just. I don't know if she would discuss it with.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
I've already walked away. You're nowhere near me.
Yeah.
So
you can follow her. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like I like to do to Elle.
I would like to ask Admia just for a better sense, if I could have a better sense that we're seeking the right person, that this woman is, that the villagers are going to help us find this woman, that sort of thing.
All right, roll your divination roll.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, look at that.
Minus 74.
Oh. Here comes the lightning.
Real. You really do have a new horse. And all of my stuff.
That you can pry from her cold, dead, hot, melted,
burned and crispy. You just flick it off. Okay.
Did your dad tell the story of having to, or watching people have to pry burn victims' hands off the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's horrible. You're on the right track, but no further information.
Try again later.
Okay, I'll go back and share that information with Brise.
Okay. Should we just take a break? You're on the outskirts of Alomar. You're going to press on through the city and get to a port and get a boat.
What's the date? October.
It is now October
14th, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are going to stretch our legs and refill our drinks. So if you just bear with us for a few minutes, we'll be right back. And we will get these guys maybe to the Mad Woman of the Islands. So thanks for hanging with us so far. We'll see you in just a few. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging with us. I'm going to get our buddies back here. Look, I told you he'd be back. And there is the lovely Karen. And so we have them. Oh, excuse me. We have them entering the city of Alamar. And they're making their way to the docks.
Mm-hmm. To get a boat to take us to the marsh.
They've stopped on the edge to take breakfast and refresh the horse and so on. Brise, excuse me, Mara steps away to do her prayer to her God, in which she seeks advice and visions of the future. And while that's going on, the Trinidos appear very discreetly in the woods. They're clearly being very cautious.
Okay.
And you can you'll need to decide how much to tell Mara after this, and if and we can always have Mara. We always have Karen mute, and then we'll let her know when to come back on.
No, I think it's fine if she's in the call. I'll just say how much I tell her directly.
Okay.
She did a pretty great job of not knowing who Oshekra was.
Yeah.
Fooled me, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's an old hand at this. We've gone through a lot of stuff like that where they've had to play with character knowledge but not player knowledge,
right?
And so it's a line we've gotten pretty good at. That's right. The Trinidos alight on brushes near the road. The flower people allow their portal to close, and they just sort of spread themselves throughout the brush, and just basically they look like they're a vine growing among the bushes. Maybe a touch too vibrant green, but unless you're really looking for them, you're not going to know anything different. Daughter of man, what news have you? You travel with a new companion.
Yes, definitely. Someone I think I can trust, someone who can help me achieve my goals and keep me out of trouble.
How is this one called?
Her name is Mara.
And you swear that she is no harm to Fey folk.
I say.
You look over.
And swear.
Mara's just eating Fey folk.
I mean, delicious.
I wish they would invent ranch. This is taking forever.
It's like venison, but a bite-sized. I say, she bears you no ill will. I told her about your kind, and she seemed to take it, to show respect. Right?
In stride.
Yeah.
We have been waiting for an opportunity to speak to you, for fear that you were under duress under her. We've been watching for a moment to appear before you. We will be less cautious, although we will observe her carefully. Work continues on the Vetch Fortress. but it is now very slow going. Piles of raw materials seem to move very slowly, diminish very slowly. Some rooms are being finished. The doors that we have seen you use and things like that are being attached, some quite grand.
Definitely is. He's taking his time to make it, a palace worth his metal.
Well, and you have to keep in mind too, these, some of these buildings take years to build.
Right.
Some of the cathedrals. Yeah, there's cathedrals that took like 150 years to build because they couldn't solve certain problems.
And some is still under construction as until
So their guard remains high. We have redoubled our efforts to remain hidden. Holver has made no appearances by the fortress since last we spoke. Where was that? That was there. Although some of our folk did see a strange figure riding on a Pegasus, moving to the west.
Tell me more.
A female carrying a bundle, cradled as though almost as women carry your children, clutched to the bosom. There is a sense of evil about this woman, but complex, confusing.
In what way is it confusing then? Evil of surrounding the person, or
evil but not evil? It usually suggests someone who has entertained powerful items of evil and is left tainted, but they themselves are not wholly gone.
And you're sure it was a woman and not a man? And were they dressed in finery?
I have to realize that term is not really going to make sense to them. They don't wear clothes.
Were their clothes ornate and colorful?
Yes.
Okay.
They were bundled against the cold of the passing air. I could see how it could be mistaken as a man. But no, the person was female. Karen's face is like she's trying to make out a complex tech manual. She's like,
Somehow I turned on track changes in Google Docs and I don't know what I did. So I'm very irritated. That's what's happening.
Nice.
So that's all. That's why. Would you prefer this?
Always, maybe. It means I'm not in trouble or I'm in really big trouble. Holy shit. Now that I think about that, I'm really creeped out. Like the smile of you have no idea what's coming. That's
All right. Well, that's just gonna have to not happen. How did I do that? Does anybody know? Do you know, Max, how to turn
no,
off
we're
track
not.
changes?
We can't discuss that.
We can diagnose it afterwards.
Fine. No, I don't know what's happening. Son of a bitch. I will have to. While y'all keep talking.
It's like quicksand. The less you struggle with it, the better. If you start deleting things, it'll just make it worse.
That's hilarious. It's like quicksand.
It is. You delete it and then it just puts a line through it. And you're like, now it's there. Okay, so female woman, and she was traveling west. Did you see what did she change direction at all? Or is it just constant, toward the horizon as she flew over the valley?
In discussing the matter, everyone is certain she was heading directly to Holver's lair. Yet our observers there, our watchers there, never saw her arrive.
Do they mean Chelbrick's lair?
Oh, sorry, Chelbrick's lair.
Okay. I'll tell them that this individual was the person who traded a necromancer for the
nine-fingered candle.
Right. I thought it was the crown of something. The nine-fingered candle. So it's sort of importance to figure out who they are. If it's possible to track them next time as to more closely where they're going, that would be valuable. But thank you for being on the lookout and giving me that information.
Does Chelbrick possess the ability to disguise himself as a female of your kind?
It's possible. From what I know about his personality, I don't know if it would be his. I guess we don't know much about him other than he's social and he likes to impress people.
Right.
So, and I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah.
There were in times past herds of Pegasus to the north, well above now where the goblins claim lands. It is possible that the Pegasus would be willing to talk to you if one of theirs has been captured.
Okay. As in, if I could give them information about where I saw their captured brethren.
Right. And, if they knew anything, if they would assist you in freeing.
Right.
But it's a long shot, granted.
Right.
But the Trinidas not being fully aware of sort of the ins and outs of human or mannish civilization, sometimes they only come up with long shots.
And where was the area again where Pegasus are herded?
North, there's a herd of Pegasus in ages past. There was a herd well north of the goblin country of Nargas, They tell you it's on the west. It was on the west side of the mountains, and it was quite a herd. Mara returns from her chime reading and pauses, seeing you discuss something with a bush.
Don't eat them. Not for you.
Don't eat every delicious one of them.
Not for me.
Oh, I'm missing a chat.
I say Mara. This is the Trinidas. Trinidas Mara.
Trini Wings with a hearty stew.
Hello? What am I looking at? You're talking to a bush?
Yes.
Kevin?
This whole time, Brise has just been talking to herself naked. The Trinidas.
No.
The green portal.
No.
The Trinidas have never existed.
It's warm and slimy in there.
Stop. No. Gross. Gross.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Uh-huh.
Man. Shecker is like the only thing that's real, you know, and oh my god, you're like, there's no lake here. What lake? Oh my god.
Along like poor Brise.
That's right.
So much is
The
wrong.
real mission is to get Brise psychiatric care. It's an intervention about her shroom use. If you know what I mean. Anyway, the oh god.
Mara sees the Trinidas, and I, introduced her to them. The best introduction I can do.
Right. So
But I get closer and see them. Is that what happens?
you do. They are tiny. There's, it's hard not to be disrespectful and just think that they're just sort of precious in a sense, and then this nearby vine sort of assembles itself into sort of a rough humanoid short figure. It's not very tightly wound or anything. You can see through parts of its torso, no problem. And it's just vines that have given it this sort of framework of a body. And Brise tells you that these are the flower people, a sort of very special type of fae. You've been friends now for months. And they're keeping an eye on the situation in the vetch involving a necromancer, and she'll let you know more, but they're giving a report on what's going on.
Right.
The Trinidas turn to you, Mara, and in this sort of beautiful chorus of multiple voices, they addressed you as Daughter of Nations. And they tell you they are glad that you are a companion to their friend Brise.
I'm honored. Thank you. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I turn back to you, Brise.
Mm-hmm.
More questions?
None for me. Just, the advice about the Pegasus is good. And if you catch sight of this female and can get a better look at her or where she's headed, that would be helpful.
What is within our power to do, we will do. and they tell you they'll see you both in a week to let you know of any further developments, unless something particularly noteworthy happens. And the Trinidos alight onto the vine creature, and a green portal expands behind the flower people, and it takes a step back into sort of this green liquidy realm that is just cascading green light onto the ground, and it seals up and they are gone.
Turn to Mara and ask, Daughter of Nations. Any interesting title? So you don't know either. Okay.
Roll for me. Roll for me, both of you.
1.
Nice.
I was nations is in because she's half elf, like multiple peoples.
41.
So clearly refers to you being half elven, maybe. That you come from 2 tribes of people, even though they are, they are fully, citizens of the Elven states. All
right. Well, we can continue on. I don't volunteer any more information tomorrow unless she asks.
I do not ask.
I don't care.
All right. Sounds good.
Make it into the city. Not really looking to go very deep in. Want to avoid some of the hustle and bustle. If you can get to the southern part of the docks, that might be sufficient to start working your way up the docks and find someone who, a boat you can hire for a day, a week.
I tell Mara out loud, if we find a boatsman who's native to the Ferns, they might be able to tell us more about the mad woman as well. Perhaps they could take us to her very village.
That's smart.
Brise, roll for me.
77. Lucky sevens.
Aces and 8s. No, kidding.
Mara sort of guides you down an alley and tells you to draw your weapon. Says, we're being tailed. It's a chump. Doesn't like he's got a lot of chops. But when he turns down the alley, we're going to have our weapons ready. And we're going to chase him off.
Yeah, I'll take out a dagger.
Baby, what say you?
I'm gonna let I have a dagger. I'm not gonna pull it out yet. I'm gonna let Brise manage the weapons, and I'll use.
But you want to frighten him off. You don't want to. If you display just hands, it's not going to get the message across, and you just want this guy to run.
Okay, well then I'll pull out a dagger.
You just play act, right? He turns the corner, and it appears that Mara is stabbing Brise just over and over. These people are psycho. Oh, I was watching a QI baby last night, like a, I don't know, it's like like a D or an E episode of QI, that British panel show that I recommend to everybody. And they're talking about this. I think it was an African king, and to intimidate the soldiers, the enemy soldiers on this one particular battle. He filled his first ranks, his first rank with convicts, and told them that as soon as the enemy army arrayed itself and could see you, all at once, I want you to decapitate yourselves. Because if you don't, I'm going to kill your whole family. And that was their intimidation tactic prior to the battle.
Wow.
They all simultaneously decapitated themselves and freaked the other army out.
Well, yeah.
Could you imagine if it didn't work? Like they're like totally unfazed.
And now his prisons are empty. And so,
then they're like, yay! Fewer people for us to kill.
The lazy, they didn't realize they were facing the laziest army ever. Oh man.
So the horse is in the alley with us as well, right?
Yes. Behind you, yeah.
And I'll have well, okay. Well, I have Azrael behind me as well. I'll keep him there.
Okay. And guy turns in. He is a goblin. Short, stocky. He's got a large dagger sort of held down at his side. And you guys are totally ready for him. You've given him some space so he can make it into the alley and make a decision. And you guys, can also kill him or, stab him. And then, there's enough room for the battle to commence without you frightening the pedestrians.
Right.
He falls in scrabbling backwards out of there. And he just says, just kidding, and runs off.
I was joking.
Yeah.
Just testing you.
Yeah. So off he goes.
Material.
Say again?
I shout after him, get better material.
Treat him like some of the gamers. Get good,
Get good.
Get good.
Good.
It's what the more experienced gamers will yell at people, new players who are complaining about the difficulty of the game.
Or the new players yelling at everybody else.
Yeah, right.
They think they're high and mighty.
Make it to the docks. Nothing else of particular interest happens. Very busy. Ships are just coming into dock. There are a lot of smaller boats that would accommodate a horse and passengers. And the crates, barrels, packages. I mean, it's busy. There are dock guards, who've been hired to watch a particular pile of goods while the crew goes on shore. What do you want to do, and where do you want to go? And
anyone it looks like we could pay a little bit of coin to find someone who could take us.
There are definitely lots of boats the right size who are you're not going to be inconveniencing an entire galleon, right, for this jaunt of 2 passengers and a horse.
Right. What I mean is more of, is there someone who looks like they're connected who could find someone who's familiar with the Fern?
Well, the people who are guarding the shipments, we could ask them as we're walking along looking for someone, because wouldn't they know who that they've been hired by?
It's possible, but literally you guys could be dock guards, right? Someone comes up to you and says, I'll give you a silver if you sit here for the day. Right. And that's all you know.
A captain. Someone in captain's clothes, someone who looks like they've been around a bit.
There are people working on the ships. You can always call out to them. So, just you work your way down.
Yeah, I'll just call out. Does anyone here know somebody that is familiar with the Fern Marsh? Could take us out there.
Damn, Brise, you're bold.
What is there to hide?
I know.
Well, Brise is used to dealing with subordinates, so to these are just people helping her to get from point A to point B.
Getting a lot of good rolls here. Guy signals 3 and points down. You take that to mean 3 ships down.
Okay. Thank you. I'll relay that info tomorrow.
Oh, she can hear. I mean, she's walking beside you.
Okay.
You're on the docks. Could get a little rough. Do you want something in your hands, or are you just gonna trust to magic and fisticuffs?
After that last, after that guy tailing us, I would have my dagger,
out.
Yeah, if that doesn't seem odd in this environment.
No, I mean, it tells you, don't just walk up to me. You better announce yourself, baby. What's your vote? I also will have Brise's dagger in my hand. So you guys both are holding his dagger. What are they doing?
I just think I want to walk with my hand on my dagger.
Okay.
But don't I have my hand axes strapped to my legs?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't look like I'm nothing, so I'm just going to walk with my hand on my dagger. That's
okay.
All.
Down you go. Need to get my Excel up. Why have I been waiting? Why is it not launching? Why is it taking forever? There it is. All right. Fat male half elf, clean shaven. What's his age? Oh wait, age is way up there. Mara puts a hand on you to sort of check your walk for a bit. It says, he's an elder. He should be treated with respect if we want to get results.
Maybe you want to do the talking then? Or I might come off as rude.
Don't full-blooded elves despise half-elves? Mostly.
He is a half-elf, right?
Oh, he's half-elf. Okay.
He's half-elf.
Then I don't mind talking to him.
Which means you want to kill him.
It's always what it means.
Half-elves hate other half-elves. It's no wonder there's even more of them around.
He just has traces of graying brown hair, decent quality clothing. He's wearing sort of a gray shirt and black pants. We don't really have sort of the pirates outfits or the tri-corner hats kind of look here. You're not going to find that in this world. What do you say, Mara?
I mean, is he
in front of me? Idiot.
on the boat. Where is he in relation to us?
He's on the boat. He's talking to a crew member who's somewhat raggedly dressed. The boat itself has a worn look, but it's very clean. Like there is an effort to keep it in good repair.
Hello to the boat.
The fellow dismisses the person he's talking to. Our elderly half-elf comes forward, puts a foot up on the rail, leans down, props up on a knee. You're speaking to the boat. What can I do for you, youngling?
Good sir, we are looking for someone who might be familiar with the Fern Marsh, and we're pointed in your direction. Can you give us any information?
I trade with the villages up there. Live there half the year.
Can we buy you a drink and talk a little bit more? Perhaps a meal.
They would have already eaten.
Okay.
I'll have both lasses, such as yourselves, up on my ship. Tie your horse up to that load. It's being watched. No one will mess with your horse.
What feeling does Brise get from this character?
Roll and text me. Aha.
88. Text you.
No, text me. You should text me that number.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. We'll get that.
I mean 88.
Exactly.
Does Mario need to roll as well? Because
Yes. You both share the view that he's shifty, but he's also clearly runs a tight ship. He'll probably charge you exorbitantly, but exorbitant to you may not mean anything.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll keep quiet and let Mara continue the conversation.
all right. Well, let's
Tie your horse up.
tie up Colvrian, and the horse's name is Colvrian.
Colvrian. Culvers.
Colvrian. Colvrian.
He calls to the guard that he's hired, just a guy with a club, really, and says, your horse is worth that. Your hide will be, the price of losing that horse. And meets you at the gangplank, gestures you aboard, introduces himself as Banikoff. That's Kov.
Okay.
Well, there it is. That is not right. How did I get that wrong? So Yeah, average height, but he has got a massive paunch on him alarmingly so for an elf. He takes you to cabin. I think I'm going to do away with a myth here, at least regarding Western sailing, and that is there's no such thing as the captain's cabin. The captain slept with the men. The captain's cabin was meant just for navigation and for meetings. And so he takes you to the navigation cabin, that top cabin of the ship. It's, small. It's a small ship. Pour some brandy for both of you, even, not a lot because it's midday. He says, how can I help you? And how can you help me?
Well, I tell him that we're looking for.
What are you doing?
Like,
so I start talking, and do you like interrupt me?
well, I was just. I mean, you said you were going to let me do the talking, but.
Well, this is a separate scene. I thought.
You could clear your throat or something there, Mara. Waving in front of Brise's eyes.
Yeah. Okay. My sister and I are looking for.
How is it possible that she's your sister?
Adopted.
I was yes, she was adopted into my family. I don't know.
What? Why?
Look at your text messages, Kevin.
And our mother was a hamster, and our father smelt of elderberries.
That's right.
If you're gonna,
well, I understand that, but just do a different way.
Okay.
I mean, because that's not gonna last. That's not gonna withstand a second scrutiny.
Okay. This is my wife. No, I'm kidding.
This is MAGA country. You will get killed.
My dear sir, my companion and I are seeking travel to the Fern Marsh and
or the islands thereof.
Or the islands around, yes. And we can pay you for the trip.
You first mentioned information. Should you start on that foot?
Yes. We are looking for a wise woman who lives in the wilds, or so we've heard. We're hoping to find her in one of the islands nearby or around there. If you or any of your family or people you know from the village have heard of this woman, we can pay for this information. Is that better?
Yes. He says, I can do you one better. I'm headed there, those regions, as soon as the tide shifts. I know the woman of whom you speak, and I'd be happy to take you to her island and make introductions. You guys got all kinds of like 70s, 80s, and 90s roles for like finding people, finding level of knowledge, and it was one of those really like, it's almost too simple, kind of like, oh, I guess we'll just go,
First guy we found.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh man, doesn't it feel good just to be
It was
without him?
originally just us, so.
It was, man. You
Mhm.
do look grainy. I'm thinking we may need to switch your camera. Oh wait, there he is. There we go.
Oh man, I was cast into the void for a second.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we
Terrible.
apologize for that.
Into the green realm.
That's right. It's like the green room, so they call these, off-screen areas for streams.
Yeah, thank goodness I had enough time to redo my makeup. So
The green room is the waiting room before you go on air.
I know. That's the point.
You
That's
said
why they call
for-
it. No, but digitally they also call it that.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I turned to Brise and gesture like, sounds good to you? Sounds good to me, kind of thing.
Yeah, introduction would be
Fabulous.
excellent. I guess I asked, why is she so mad? Was that her title? What? How did she earn that?
There are those who don't appreciate her visions and don't care for the way that she uses the Kelta root to achieve those visions. But when not in that state in her visions, she's as sane as you and I. She's helped more than one of my crew. Many of the villagers owe their lives to her. She's a competent midwife.
Okay.
Well, great. Well, would you like to, how much, what sort of gift can we give you to allow us to travel with you? Or
do you have fodder for your horse?
I have some apples. I don't have regular, I don't have any hay or other food, oats. No.
We'll pick some up on the dock for you. 2 passengers, introduction. Roll, both of you.
34.
23.
Looks you over, tells you 8 gold total.
For both of us or each?
Total.
Oh.
I look at Mara and say, it's fine with me.
I give him 10 gold.
Oh, you're paying
10?
for me too? Okay.
Yeah, don't you think? No?
Well, I mean, I would wait, given that he's shifty, I would wait for him to complete his task before or do you give him half now and half when you get there? Given that he's...
Okay. Tell him, yeah, we'll give you half now and half later. If that's agreeable with you.
I like a woman who knows her business. I didn't catch your name, either of your names, but he's looking at Mara.
My name is Trinia.
And yours?
And my name is
Trinia also. No, call yourself Mara. Totally screw over her attempt to lie.
I was about to call myself Laura. It's the first name that came to mind.
Trinia, and I am Brinia.
Lorena is my name. Oh my god. Can't come with the
Lorena or
Lorena. Lauren with an A.
Let's get you guys to the island, and
Yeah.
then we will, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay.
And then we'll have kind of a cool, introduction beginning. It'll be fun. So, all right. So we should be able to just roll straight through this.
Until the Kraken attacks the ship.
Exactly. He understands you're going to be discomforted sleeping with the men, even though there's only 5 of them. He does have lockable quarters downstairs. He says, "I'm the only other one with a key." And you guys are like, "That's not great, but at least we know who to kill when things go wrong."
Yeah.
Do you, when he steps away, maybe, do you want to, Brise, do you want to whisper to Mara that you have magical means of taking care of that?
Yeah. I say if need be, we can lock the door ourselves with my magic.
I also have magical
Hands?
items that will protect me while I sleep.
So, they walk your horse up and give it bedding and so on, and lead it downstairs and have it fixed up. More loads are coming on. A lot of cloth, some wine in small casks, ale, things like that. Things that these small villages need. Tools, things that are easier to buy than to make. Livestock, and come noon, you're treated to a meal on deck. It's simple fare, but it's good. You guys push off soon after that. Set sail. Watch the city pass, be passing to your right. It gives way to some farms, then broken greenery and villages, and then the large, ferns that range from 2 feet high to 6 feet high of the Great Fern Marsh. Mara mentions, those are healing herbs. They're not very powerful. But you mustn't take too many in one day.
I ask, is it because they're toxic in large doses?
It would seem so.
Okay.
Nausea, cramps.
You said they're healing herbs, but not very powerful. Don't take too many in a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may not remember that, but that's ancient knowledge there. That's like, that knowledge is, good Lord, that knowledge is like 30 years old in the game. Yeah.
About the marsh fern?
Yeah.
Leaf, apply, heals 1 to 6. I have that on here.
I would not have expressed it in mechanical terms ever, but all right.
Sorry.
1 to 6, that's lame.
I told you, not very powerful, but you can take several.
I don't have that in here, just so you know.
Well, you're going to poison yourself. You pass 2 or 3 islands. You guys soon after, well, really soon after leaving the city, I guess you probably crash.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So yeah,
Yep.
you guys are
Up like 20 hours.
yeah. So you guys go to bed after
Oh.
lunch.
I'll do a holy lock on the door.
Hammocks have been provided. Mara, you find hammocks very comfortable.
Yes, I remember.
I didn't remember. I just
Oh.
rolled it.
No, well, good. It's confirmed.
Is it in your character sheet?
It is in my character sheet. It was on one of my character sheets.
And for Brise, the hammocks are okay. They're fine.
All right.
I have a random and inexplicable love of hammocks.
Good. The
Yeah, like you jump in and start spinning around with you in it.
no, that was earlier. So
What?
when you cracked your skull on Greg's patio,
Oh no.
yeah, we had to take her to
5 staples.
put 5 staples in her head.
Yep. That was a
Um,
good time in my life.
that was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got some. Let's see, what is he? Oh, great! Topless
Oplet.
town something.
I'm
Oh,
clicking on that right now.
I know.
Is it a bot?
Yeah.
Oh.
A cockbot.
A topless bot.
Yeah. So you're awakened in the evening. Come out. The Banikoff is waiting. They're lowering the boat. And they're lowering 2 boats probably. And he said, we will go and meet the lady. Thought you might like your horse with you. We can wait for no more than an hour, and then we've got to set sail for the port across the water. And she has no way of transporting your horse. So we'll be back. We'll wait for an hour, and then we've got to leave. So
the horse is going to stay here on the boat. That's what he's saying.
Oh, no, you might want it with you.
Oh,
I would imagine you would insist it go with you, given you really don't trust this guy.
Yeah, but yeah, he's just saying that if you're on shore for more than an hour,
we've got to go.
You're going to stay there.
Yeah. So let's. So there you go. You're at the island of the Mad Woman of the Isles, north of Alamar. It's early evening.
Okay.
And I think we ought to call it there.
Sounds good.
So, guys, thanks as always for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed it. This one was a little slow, but we definitely got them to an interesting stopping point to talk to the Mad Woman of the Isles. And next week there'll be even more shenanigans, which will be terrific. If you think we're doing a good job, don't hop anywhere. Just hit like and subscribe. That'd be terrific. If you think you're doing a great job, go to donorbox.org. You see the link right there, and send us a little love. As always, if you really want to see a good job, then go to Max's YouTube channel, where he discusses the role of music and original soundtracks in video games. And thanks, as always, to the character art for Brise that we used by Elliot Dunovitz. You can find more of their work at artstation.com/Tortolua. We'll be having new Mara character art fairly soon, which is exciting. And I've written a novel that I'm pretty proud of, and you can find it on Amazon. It's called A Shore Too Far. And Karen's part of a local choral group that you can hop to. What's that web address, baby?
thecontemporarychorale.org.
There
Check
you
it
go.
out.
That's right. You can see performances, get tickets to their events if you're here in the Metroplex of Dallas. And I guess you could just get tickets even if you're in the Philippines. You just can't attend.
But you can always sponsor us.
You can always donate to the continuing cultural stimulation of Texans, and trust me, they need it. Thanks, everyone. We will see you next week. Say goodbye to the lovely people, Karen.
Goodbye to the lovely people.
Max, what are your parting words for these people?
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of informative session. We'll be back next week with a lot more fun Karandrin for y'all.
That's right. Thank you, guys.